Yes, in general, many news. So the last game, we had to play without many players. Uh, okay, I tried to name them again. So of course, Sam Byron, Bali Mumba, Xavi Quintilla, Kieran Dowell, Onel Hernandez, Jordan Hugill, Adam Ida, Todd Cantwell, and Lucas Rupp. In the end, Lucas was on the bench, but yeah, because we tried everything also during the warm-up, but he didn't feel great, and for that he was not an option for this game. So can confirm that no one of these players will make it for tomorrow. The only possible option is Lucas Rupp. So we hope we'll have another training session that he is at least available. Yeah, we have then to wait a bit for how many minutes or something like this. So the only one who could return is Lucas Rupp. I also can confirm that we have to play without Tim Krul. We had the scan with him, and he will be out with a muscle injury in his thigh for 3 weeks. Of course, bad news for us. Have to play the next games and without the best goalkeeper in the league. On the other hand, you could perhaps argue in the way he went off in the last game, you could be concerned about even a longer injury. So for that, no, not good news, because we have to play the next games without him. But at least he's not longer out than 3 weeks. So our physios, our doctor said we expect him to be out for 3 weeks, and then he can return back to team training, and then hopefully also pretty soon back to play for us, plus minus a few days. So it's always a bit difficult to predict when exactly, which is the day when he can return back to team training. But again, so will be about 3 weeks. Some good news with Markus Tiepermann, because it was not a concussion, it was just a bit painful hit in his face. He's available for tomorrow. Yeah, Emi Buendia is also out with yellow-red card, so also not available for tomorrow. And we'll also have to play without Timo Pukki, hamstring strain, a bit like, yeah, we thought it could be. It's a bit difficult to predict when he's back. He will probably also miss the midweek game against Luton, and we expect him then to be back for the following weekend. There's a little chance that he's perhaps be ready also for Luton, so we have to wait how it develops. It's a minor muscle strain in his hamstring. Yeah, like you know, we tried to rest him for the first game against Middlesbrough, and then also like we just played him 70 minutes, but it was more or less not enough, though he has a muscle strain, and for that we will have to play without him tomorrow. Yeah, of course it's a problem there, because we spoke about this. It's fair to say that Tim Krul was in unbelievable shape. He has unbelievable rhythm. Also, he's the best goalkeeper in this league, and of course it's not easy for Michael, because he was not involved since ages in the starting lineup appearance for us in the league. So for that, even for an experienced player, it's difficult. Yeah, there's no doubt about this. But I also have to say I totally trust Mickey. Yeah, because if you have to go for a professional football player, then Mickey is a role model. He's always working unbelievably hard on the training pitch. Never ill, never injured, always reliable, great character, perfectly prepared. Although he's not starting, he knows everything about the opponent's team, about each and every offensive player, about the penalty takers. He's even helping and discussing with Tim. So you can't ask for a better lad in your dressing room, and that's also the reason, because everyone realized how hard Mickey works also in training, and he's outstanding with the saves on the goal line. So in terms of saving a shot, and sometimes I have to speak with him when we do some shooting, so that at least he should let the unsavable pass, and to rob the self confidence of my offensive players, because in this terms he's outstanding. Of course, he's not as tall as Tim, for example. Yeah, then of course with the natural height of Tim, it helps him a bit, like in order to catch some crosses or something like this, or in set pieces, we have to slightly adapt a little bit. He's different with his style. Yeah, Tim obviously left-footed, Mickey is right-footed, so the centre-backs have to keep this in mind. We have to adapt our game slightly, but there's no doubt about that. Everyone in our dressing room trusts Mickey, and we all are pretty sure that he will deliver with a really good performance. He's fantastic. So even after the game, I got the feeling Alex was pretty solid and reliable. And after watching the game back, I think I have to rate his performance even higher, because his positioning was outstanding, top class, and especially keeping in mind he's an experienced player, and I knew even before the game I can totally trust him and count on him. But even for him it was difficult, because he was not in his rhythm. He hasn't played in the starting lineup since several months. And also during the training, he's always working hard, but we were just able to train with a small group. So that means the feeling for your positioning in the width of the game is difficult. And I think having this in mind, his performance in this game was really outstanding, and he was pretty important for our game, and also with a good partnership with Oliver Skipper. Was pretty pleased with Alex. He was, even when he was not playing, unbelievably important for us to hold the pressure high on our starters, also for the spirit in the dressing room, for the leadership. But this is also why I always told him. So he's one of our main men, because even this game when I needed him most under this pressure, he was outstanding. And I keep joking with Oliver Skip, because he's praised for his performance, and rightly so. I'm pretty pleased with him. I'll keep talking to him. It's good. So as long as we win games with him, so I can still for on start. And then when we got problems, then I need to bring Alex Sette in order to win games. So you should take him as a role model. And this really, like, it's so good to have such a player also in your hand to play him. Alex is fantastic, and we are all pleased that we have him, and definitely also a solid option for tomorrow. We play against the side. We're still playing with a rhythm of promotion, with also playing with a boost of confidence after a clean sheet win against Cardiff. And I just have to point on to this game to my players to speak about what they're capable of. So they were able to beat Cardiff in a clean sheet win, and against Cardiff, just have to have a look on the starting lineup of Cardiff. So up front they played with Murphy and Moore, Wilson on the right wing. I think Hoylett on the left wing. Says a lot about the quality. So in terms of individual quality, you won't find better teams in this. Not many better teams in this championship in comparison to Cardiff with this manpower anyhow. And I told you our situation for tomorrow. So not one proven striker, and perhaps two natural winger options there. One had his debut on Tuesday, and the other guy is playing his first season on this level in English football. So says a lot about the size of our task. But again, so we know we have to stick together. We have to accept that we have to keep going, and we won't let our demands and our level drop. So even in this game, we want to win the points, and we are greedy to hold the intensity high, and even we want to go in this game in order to win all 3 points if it's anyhow possible. And if not, then at least 1 point. We're in a perfect position on the table, and we want to protect this position. But we all know that we need a pretty focused and concentrated performance. Also, performance with lots of togetherness. Also, that we accept that we have to play perhaps a few players not in their best positions, but that everyone keeps going in order to grind out a result. And this is a challenge for tomorrow. Marco has played a lot on youth level in this role. He, especially for the German under 19, under 21, he always played in the striker role. But he's of course a different type of striker in comparison to Timo. It's more like good with the back to the opponent's goal. He's also, although he's tall, anyhow, perhaps not the best in terms of attacking crosses and set piece with a head. So he's a proper number 10. Number 10 is his best position. And of course, I know I can play him. It's an option, but it's also like I'm also tempted to play also as many players as possible in their best position. So we also have to play sometimes Jacob Lundby-Sørensen not on his best position, left back position. So if you play too many players out of their position, it's also tricky. But like I mentioned before, so it's tricky at the moment. So one death you have to die, and for that, we'll need to go for one option, and hopefully it's then whatever we choose, then definitely the right one.